College athletics is a multi-billion-dollar industry and has been for a long time. In 2010, CBS signed a deal with the NCAA for broadcast rights to March Madness for 14 years and $10.8 billion. The parties apparently liked that deal so much that in 2016, extension for another 8 years and another $8.8 billion. The NCAA is making $1 billion a year off a tournament that lasts 3 weeks. This does not account for rich TV deals that conferences secure, ticket sales, the money it makes from other media rights, or any other sports. ESPN structured a deal recently for the college football playoffs, 3 games per year at an astounding $470 million per year, or $156 million per game. College athletes at least be able to market themselves for endorsements and able to receive some sort of compensation for the money that they are bringing in. According to a survey taken of 21,000 NCAA football players, there is putting in 44.8 hours of time into their sport per week. This does not include a single minute of the time they have to put into their classwork, which keeps them eligible to hold their scholarship if they do have one. One of the biggest arguments against paying athletes is that they already get paid through their scholarship. Keep in mind that in Division I football, there are approximately 15,000 players, while over 4,000 do not have any scholarship at all. Also, the schools are limited by the amount they can offer to athletes, so not all of those other 11,000 football players even have a full scholarship. Most are still responsible to pay room and board, books, fees, and basic living expenses. Before the 2014 NCAA basketball championship game, point guard Shabazz Napier made news when he said, "We do have hungry nights that we don't have enough money to get food in. Sometimes money is needed. I don't think you should stretch it out to hundreds of thousands of dollars for playing, because a lot of times guys don't know how to handle themselves with money. I feel like a student athlete, hungry nights where I'm not able to eat, but I still got to play up to my capabilities," end quote. Along with the demands of being a college athlete, these athletes are a face for their university. Their commitment allows for a university to benefit from their every move. Their face and name are used to benefit the school in any way possible. Jersey sales, ticket sales, autographs, player can never receive any benefit for. It's like if you were a company that used a celebrity for an endorsement and then never paid them anything besides maybe a few free products each year. Consider this: more millennials than ever are concerned with attending a brand name school. It is the sports programs, namely the school's basketball and football programs, who give the school such identity. For example, this past year, Clemson won the NCAA football championship. How many of you know where Clemson is at or what degrees they offer? According to The State, a local magazine in South Carolina where Clemson is at, championship win, Clemson's internet traffic was 10 times higher than the previous high 1 year earlier, national championship game versus Alabama. Clemson president Jim Clemens even told the State newspaper shortly after winning the championship, "The success we have in athletics, and specifically in football, it helps us in fundraising. Applications going through it, the number of applications is going through the roof. The national visibility is increasing significantly. We raise money for engineering and education and business because I can bring in CEOs and partners that want to watch a football game to help our business school or our college of engineering succeed, end quote. There is no denying that these athletes add significant value to their teams, and it never is compensated for. In a 2014 study conducted by Drexel University and the National College Players Association, the fair market value of a college football player was $178,000 per year between the years of 2011 and 2014. An average college basketball player's value was even higher at $375,000 per year. The same study estimated Johnny Manziel's value to Texas A&M at the height of his football career, also the year he won the Heisman Trophy, that his value was worth as much as $547,000 to the school. Critics claim that allowing players to be paid will make dangling money in front of young high school kids to play for their school or wear their shoes the norm. The thing is, this bidding war is already happening. High-end luxury facilities, training rooms, and even the brand which the school is sponsored by. Now, while I don't necessarily think it is smart to give each player a set salary, I do strongly believe that all players should have the opportunity to market themselves. Now, I will not be convinced otherwise. This is unfair. Many think this is unfair to those rowers, tennis players, golfers, etc. Well, it isn't at all. It's capitalism. This system would be by far the best for the greedy NCAA to continue to market their players as professionals while calling them amateurs and not compensating them at all. The players all an equal platform to be able to make money based on their perceived value. He wants to pay a student athlete to endorse their product, and the athlete would like to do it, won't hurt the making. This would not change the landscape of college athletics being competitive either. The distribution of the players would be generally the same because the top schools, top facilities already, would still get this top talent, while the smaller schools would still get players who want more playing time and care about the education. Allowing the